Hello and welcome to Epic Blocks. Today I am in a new world and I've upgraded to Minecraft Java 1.21.8. My recent series of Simple Farms you may have noticed was in 1.21.1. Now you may be wondering why I'm in 1.21.8 now when we have available 1.21.11. And I do often run a few versions behind, primarily because I love to have a lot of mods when I play Minecraft. As you can see on my screen here, I do have a minimap up that is Zero's minimap, as well as I also have his world map. But today I wanted to focus on a couple of other mods. Specifically, I want to look at some mods by Lios. Lios put together some mods about villages. So this is an overhauled village. It is a lot like a standard village you'll find in Minecraft, but of course you can see the buildings are larger, and they serve different purposes. We run in here and we can see we've got a stone cutter here with a block on the saw. And we come back here where there's a bed. I like how he puts these trapdoors for headboards. And just a few items in the chest, some bread and stone brick. So nothing too broken there, mostly just a big fancy building. And let's go ahead and check this building out as well. And we got a fancy fireplace over here, some books on top of scaffolding, so it looks like it's on a shelf. And we can go upstairs, and a couple of beds with some more trapdoors behind them, a couple of bedside tables. And of course there's a lot of lanterns around and a lot of glass panes. And let's go to this one. So this building over here is pretty much just like that one. Once again, we've got our stone cutter, just one single stone block in here. Got our hay bales. There's our village bell. This one's kind of fun. Got a pressure plate there that will open and close the doors for us. And once again, we have a lantern, some more bookshelves. And we have an attic up here. It's got a crafting table in one corner, some more bookshelves, and a beehive. No bees. Not sure what the purpose of that is exactly. This corner is more empty. And we'll come over this way. We've got kind of a stable with a horse, a couple of cows, more hay bales. Standard garden with, carrots, wheat. Got another stable. A horse, a couple of pigs. You can see there's some stairs here. And they go up here where we've got some more hay bales, some cobwebs. This is like those buildings over there, the first and the third we looked at. And inside this one, one yellow dye. Very exciting. So certainly nothing broken so far as getting a lot out of this mod. So certainly a very fancy looking village. Very pretty. We have this building over here, and it's got a couple of saplings, one gold nugget, some bread. No chest over here. Just a, guess we'll call this a king-size bed, at least a queen, with some steps as the headboard here. And we'll run down over this way. And this next building here, not a whole lot going on. We do have a couple of emeralds, a few potatoes, and some more bread. Once again, we got our trapdoor headboards. It's a small touch, but it looks really nice. Got another building over here. And of course, we've got a couple of iron ingots of bread, some sticks, got a smithing table, and not much else going on here. Though we do have a few tools and item frames. By the way, I do have the Jade mod installed, which lets me know what I'm looking at. I also have a durability tooltip mod. I'm in creative. Should have known it would do that. There we go. So if I hover over something, you can see the durability there is 131. And I've also got just enough items so I can see all the different items here. That works in survival as well. Don't need this. All right, this next building, the front door is over on this side, which is a little awkward that it's on the back side of the village. But we'll come in here and we have a library. So there's our librarian. Just curious, what's he have for trade? Garbage. Anyway, we've got a lectern here, lots and lots of bookshelves, more lanterns, of course, some hanging from our chains. Here we've got some books, book and quill, and a Sharpness 2 enchanted book. And over here on this other side, more bookshelves, of course, even kind of the beginning of some aisles here almost. Another chest. Here we've got Power 2 and Aqua Affinity. Don't know why we'd have those two together. Anyway, and then Smite 1, some more books and a book and quill. Head up these stairs here, and more bookshelves, of course. We've got a ladder going up further. I don't know why we have melons here in this attic storage, but it does make sense. We've got some more bookshelves, some abandoned lecterns, some hay bales, crafting tables. Not a whole lot going on. I don't think the melons really fit in, but they are one of my favorite foods to farm, so I won't complain about having them conveniently available here. Now if we go out here, across this little rooftop section, come over here, we've got another librarian. Not great trades. I don't particularly care for fire aspect personally, but not bad. And another lectern, a couple of beds. Here we've got Windburst 1, Density 2, and Silk Touch. That's one I like, as well as more books. Makes sense you'd find all that in the library, but I guess this would be the private quarters for the librarians. And if we go up here, we've got ourselves something of a maze. So that goes back where we started. This one is a dead end here. Now this might be a little bit more broken. As you can see, we've got 4. I'm assuming probably a 5th block back there is a block of emerald. Yeah, so that's quite a bit of emerald, but once you've set up a villager trading station, it's not too hard to get that much. And if we come all the way down this little long hallway, glass window, and a telescope. So that's kind of neat. Not a whole lot back over here, though, other than those emerald blocks. And the maze isn't too complicated. There's a few ways to get back to the opposite corner where those emeralds are. Alright. And then, yep, so we looked at that building already, so that just leaves this one here. And this would be the village church. So we got some pews. And honestly, I don't know if I like the brewing stand here as a maybe a church pulpit, but that's alright. Chest has a couple of gold ingots and redstone, 1 lapis lazuli, and a lot of bread and some rotten flesh. And if we come up here, got a little storage section, cobwebs and hay bales, and we can go up a little bit further. And glowstone and gold blocks. So kind of like the emerald blocks, this is a little bit more broken. Thought that might be more gold. Okay, but just 2 gold blocks then. Put that back. But that's pretty much everything to see in this village. And with this mod, Lios Overhauled Villages, every village you come across will have similar buildings. I'm sure there's a few others that we didn't see here that could generate as well. But again, for the most part, nothing too broken. And mostly just a bigger, better looking village, I think. That said, let's go ahead and zoom out here. We'll go to this one. So in addition to the overhauled villages, there's also Leo's Spiral Tower Villages. And let's teleport. And there we go. So these are the Spiral Villages. And my fingers are on keys, that's why everything's working kind of funny. And these villages are quite large. As you can see on the map here, if I scroll in, we've got kind of a circle here, a smaller one, nothing in that one, another one here, 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 and here. And they do connect via various bridges. But we'll go ahead and start here. One of the nice things here is they do have water elevators in. Nice sign marking that. Which means that if you're looking to put in your own water elevators, you can find some soul sand. And then inside here, once again, nothing too broken. We've got some cooked chicken, potato, a wooden shovel. It's a little darker in here, but mostly just a nice looking little room. And let's go ahead and go on up. And of course we can take the elevator back down. We've got some tools and item frames again on top of a trapdoor. Got another room here, some emeralds and a stone axe. There's a chest back there with more emeralds, a couple of gold. Now an iron pickaxe, that's nice. Another smithing table. And nothing else really up here. I will say that for the most part, these spiral villages are pretty well lit, but the higher sections are not, which means zombies, creepers, and other stuff may spawn up there if you don't light it up. If you spend some significant time here, you'll probably want to do that. Got staircases going up and down to different levels. So we're on our second spiral here. And we can see this connects to the third. Another room, a lot like the others. We do have a player head. Some saplings. Player head that looks like a computer screen. No, button doesn't do anything. Gonna go back up. There we go. Lots of logs, a few planks, and some sticks. Same, and more of the same, and more of the same. Fishing rod, fish, and a bucket of water. Another bucket of water, fishing rod. Got some sea lanterns here. That might be nice if you wanted to take these and use them somewhere else. Empty buckets. Okay, so yeah, that's the spiral that we came from. And once again, not much else if you were to go up. But from down here, we can see we've got another room. Another emerald. Not a whole lot going on. I think that's a ruined portal. Kind of random that spawned in the air. Probably something about the code for how these spiral villages work that caused it to pop up here. Not generally part of the spiral village. Got a lectern, a little private room, some stone tools. And we'll cross over to the next spiral. So over halfway through, another smithing table and some iron armor, deep slate iron ore, copper block, some coal. Got another elevator here. So this will connect to the next spiral. I think I'm going to go back up though. Once again, this isn't part of the village. But kind of nice that there's some pointed dripstone right there. Another little room. Some gold nuggets and an emerald. Got an armor stand with some armor behind glass. Let's go back up. I think there was some more stuff to see. Hey, an apple. Another armor stand. So is this where we came from? I don't even remember anymore. Yes, came from that side anyway. Go. And this one connects over there. We do have a few things here. I suppose some arrows, a little bit more armor. We've got some furnaces. I'm not sure why these are showing as lit when there's nothing inside. But ooh. Dark ale, tea, more dark ale, and some food. I'm guessing this must be like a refrigerator, I guess, and a smoker. And we've got some fish. And let's head on up this way. And on this next level, once again, we've got a ring that goes all the way around, it looks like. Some more villagers, got some honeycomb, as well as some bees and beehives. Oh, and a honey bottle. Got ourselves a bell, a fletching table. Here's a treasure chest with some leather. So not a whole lot here. And okay, yeah, this is the last one. It looks like we're at the top already. Just some trees up here. So jungle trees seem maybe a little out of place, but whatever. Go around this circle. Let's see what else we've got. There we go. There's a way down. I think this kind of area here can get kind of dark as well, so if you wanted to hang out in a village like this, make sure you light up all those areas. So watch your step here by the edge. But I think that's everything to see. Pretty sure I looked in that room. Yeah, that was earlier. So this last spiral doesn't have a whole lot going on, but it is kind of a fun village, especially with this ruined portal in here. Golden helmet, fire charge, pickaxe with fortune 1. So you'd want to do a little bit of spawn proofing. I do find it kind of interesting. We've got a few crops growing over here on this island, I guess it would still be called for lack of any other term, and possibly on that one over there as well. Don't see crops, but we do have some up here. Anyway, so in addition to this one, let's go back to our map. We have technically different, so let me just jump in here real quick. This is another mod I installed, WITS, what is this structure? And it tells us, so this is the Spiral Tower Village C. Now, as far as I can tell, it's pretty much exactly the same as the other one. It's just at sea. So we'll just go around real quick here. There may be a few little differences in the design. I haven't done too much testing. I don't remember seeing this room in the last one. Oh no, the butcher's gonna leave. Got another fridge. Aha, he's still stuck. So this looks like what we saw before. We've got our honeycomb, honey blocks, beehives. So not sure how much variation there is here, but these are definitely some fun little villages. Also like that they have these swings. Shame we can't actually swing back and forth. But that would be fun. Anyway, let's just take a look and see where this ladder takes us. Got ourselves a little room here, a lot like the others. Ladder to reach the higher bookshelves with a couple of player heads around. Some gold nuggets and chicken. Brewing stand. Mystic tonic, invigorating tonic, and some magma cream. Anyway, I think that's a good look at this one. So as you can see, a lot like the other Spyro village. But there's one more village I'd like to show you for Lios mods here. And this is Lios Hobbit Hill Village. There it is. So this one might be a little bit harder to find, but as you look at that hill over there, you notice that's not exactly a natural Minecraft pattern. And of course there is some shroom light there. Also, as you get into the area, you'll notice some moss blocks and moss carpets. So not too hard to find this once you get into the right area. The buttons here on the outside don't do anything. They're just here to give you the impression of some stone rubble, I guess. Got some neat connections here with walls and stuff. And once again, we got some pressure plates to make the doors work. And inside, more moss blocks, a lot of mossy cobblestone. We do have tuff, and should be some andesite and smooth stone. Well, sorry, regular stone. And lots of shroom light and spruce planks and stairs, moss carpets, trap doors blocking off more shroom light. Now I've only gone into a few of these, but so far they've all been the same, I think, or very similar. And we've got some wool and string here in this chest. We got ourselves a loom, string on top. Got ourselves a butcher here with some meat, a bit of bread. We've got rooms spaced around periodically, and often with chests inside with some pretty standard loot. No chest in this one. Here on this lower level, we've got a bunch of moss carpet and a little bit of a garden here. Some potatoes and wheat. There's some carrots. Another room here. Some painting spread around, of course. Now there is a secret in this area. If you want to discover it yourself, you can skip over the next bit. There we go. Oops. And back in this hidden room, we have ourselves some gold ingots just sitting on the ground, and some blocks of raw gold, and a lot of glowstone. Some blocks of glowstone, or blocks of raw iron. One iron ingot, and we have gold armor on an armor stand on top of a gold block. Kind of a plinth. And to get back out, there we go. And these steps will take us back up. Got another room here. Don't think this is the same room I was in before. It might be. Yeah, I think I came out the same way. But there is also this direction over here. Leads to the same place. I thought I led to the same place. Oh, that's the entrance. I got turned around. Alright, so let's go back up. Or let's go up. We haven't gone up yet. Got a brewing stand with some glycerine melon slice and awkward potion. So get you started on your brewing. Another awkward potion. And not sure if these are awkward potions or water bubbles. You can see I had another mod here. I actually turned that one off, but I was playing with a mod that gave me extra health based off of how much experience you have. So I'll probably talk about that one in another video. Anyway, we've got ourselves, yep, awkward potion. And arrows, feathers. See where this goes. Another room, no chest. Got some tracks for a minecart. A diamond, some armor. More armor, some iron nuggets, a shield, more arrows. Got some lava back here, more armor stands. Anvil and a grindstone. So nothing too fancy. And then as we head up this way, got another room. No chest or anything there. A lot of villagers hanging out here that can't get up the ladder. Got a barrel with a fishing rod. Here we've got a super rod. I have to go back into survival mode to see what that actually is, I think. Unless I can... Nope, just hangs there. I think it's probably got lure on it, one or two. Nothing too fancy from what I remember. And then up here we've got the rooftop access. So if you wanted to climb up the outside... I don't think I see any place where you could just go from block to block, but you could build a way up. Once again, we've got some buttons here that are representing some smaller stones. There do seem to be frogs up here all the time, and we've got ourselves a little pond with its own shroom light. A lantern hiding back there, giving a little bit of light as well. Got a barrel. And some lily pads and sea pickles and kelp. So we do have one villager hanging out up here, excuse me. But anyway, so these are the mods from Lios that are available in 1.21.8. Got ourselves a little bit of a chimney here. Just going to work my way down. And this takes us back to where the butcher was. Oh, we do have a amethyst bud. That was there earlier. I didn't mention it though. Anyway, so I plan on reviewing quite a few mods. But I wanted to start with Lios because I really like what he's done with villages. I especially like the Hobbit Hill village. I think this is one that is pretty easy to mob-proof because it's naturally well lit through the inside. You might want to block off the lower entrance. I think that's the other way. That way, yep. Follow the carpet. It'd be kind of annoying if your villagers found their way down here. Not real likely, but maybe put in some fence gates or something so they can't actually get out. And then mob-proof the top. But I really like this. It looks nice. Lots of resources. Moss blocks are really good for bone meal farms. You certainly don't need this much. And shroom light's a great source of light as well. But anyway, these are Lios' mods. And thank you for watching. This is Epic Blocks.